Breaking news. Our correspondent Mateo is journeying through digital realms of past and parallel worlds.
He has successfully reached the year 1864 and conducted a brief interview with President Lincoln. Stay tuned.
Well then, shall we begin? 3 questions.
Mr. President, America's going through another major divide right now. Not North versus South this time, but along party lines, racial lines, cultural lines. Republicans and Democrats are basically living in completely different realities. The founder of the Republican Party, how would you handle this kind of polarization?
Well then, let us venture forth and see what comes of it.
A house divided against itself cannot stand. This truth is eternal. But remember ye, we are not enemies, but friends. We must not be enemies.
Though passion may have strained our bonds, it must not break our ties of affection. Begin ye with that which is common amongst us, love of this land, care for our children, and the yearning for a better life.
Hearken unto one another, not that ye might answer, but that ye might understand. Democracy requireth patience and humility. As I have said, with malice toward none, with charity for all.
Back in your day, you dealt with people trying to tear apart the Union by force. Today we're seeing attempts to undermine our democratic institutions from the inside, challenging election results. The January 6th Capitol attack. What lessons, from your experience, apply to protecting democracy from these internal threats?
I say to you, if the people cannot trust that their voice be counted with honesty, what matter is it who sits within the Capitol's halls? I have witnessed this nation torn asunder when each faction deems the other without rightful claim to govern. 'Tis not sufficient merely to guard our buildings. We must restore unto the people their faith that this system serves all citizens alike, not merely those of privilege and station.
You led this country through the worst crisis in its history while still keeping your humanity and principles intact. What advice would you give to today's political leaders who keep choosing populism over doing what's right?
Stand with any man that stands right. Stand with him while he is right, and part with him when he goes wrong. True leadership doth require the courage to speak truth, even when such truth be unwelcome to the ear. I have ever believed 'tis better to fail in a righteous cause than to succeed in a wicked one. Appeal ye to the better angels of our nature, not to the baser instincts of men. Remember well, fleeting popularity is as naught when weighed against eternal principles. As I have said, I am naturally inclined to go slow, but I never go backward.